Channel, The Porter Wagoner Show.
Howdy, neighbor, howdy, get out and come right in. The paper bowl ready, stop your whiskey tin. Style a pot of coffee and big as a patty. Cooking up country ham to beat 100 men.
And now, in color, it's the Porter Wagoner Show, starring Porter Wagoner and the Wagon Masters with Speck Rhodes and Norma Jean, and special guest star Mel Tillis, bringing you your favorite songs and stars of the Grand Ole Opry.
We're so glad to see you, been wondering how you've been. Everybody feeling right, let the fun begin.
Hello, good buddy.
How you doing?
Oh, here he is, friends. Not only one of America's finest country music singing stars, but one of the most generous. We were sitting at the table the other night, and he looked over at George McCormick, and he says, George, I see you, and I'll raise you 5. Here's Porter Wagoner.
Thank you, Don. Today I got a letter from my wife and a lawyer friend. She said she knew everything I'd done and about every place I'd been. She said she had a whole lot of pictures of me on a dance hall floor. If I didn't think that was enough, she'd dig up a little bit more. I'm gonna stop rambling, gambling, staying out late at night. I'm gonna go home where I belong and I'm gonna act right. Well, I turned the pages right nervously and slowly took a peek. The money she was asking for, I'd have to work a 10-day week. Now, boys, you know that I'm not afraid. I've always been pretty tough. Well, honey, don't you know I still love you? How come you want to play so rough? I'm gonna stop rambling, gambling, staying out late at night. I'm gonna go home where I belong and I'm gonna act right. I'm gonna go home where I belong and I'm gonna act right. Oh, thank you. Thank you a lot, everybody, and a big welcome to the show. We have got one of the shows today I think you will really enjoy. We've got a guy visiting with us that is one of my very, very favorite friends. And we'll talk to him a little later, but right now let's all get together and meet him as he does one of his fine songs, Mr. Mel Tillis. If she seems cold and bitter, I beg of you, just stop and consider all she's gone through. Don't be quick to condemn her for things she might say. Just remember, life turned her that way. She's been walked on and stepped on so many times. And I hate to admit it, but that last footprint's mine. She was crying when I met her, she cries harder today. No, don't blame her, life turned her that way. She's been walked on and stepped on so many times. And I hate to admit it, but that last footprint's mine. She was crying when I met her. She cries harder today. So don't blame her, life turned her that way.
Howdy. Howdy, Porter. How are you?
Welcome to the show, man.
I'm happy
To be here.
that I could visit with you a little while, Porter.
For the benefit of the folks now that this is the first time they've seen you, I want to tell them, Mel has a little speech impediment, you would say, that
A little
he
one.
takes very he takes very lightly and is a wonderful guy. And we have had a great time rehearsing today and
Certainly have.
talking.
Hey, what do you have there?
This this is one of the finest albums. I want them to get a close-up on it. I had the privilege of being in the studio when Mel was recording this album, and it's one of the finest country albums that I've ever heard. He has selected some of the great, great songs, and he sings them like nobody else could. And I'd like to advise you to be sure and pick up one at the record shop. It's a beauty, man.
It's on
Camp, ain't it?
Tap, record label.
Listen, we'll all be right back. Watch this. We've got a lot of interesting things coming up. Just a few minutes. Good job, boys. Thank you. That's all the Wagon Masters featuring Mack and Buck. That's one of Mel Tillis' fine songs called Sawmill. And most all the songs we're doing today were written by Mel. Not only a great singing artist, but a great songwriter, too. We'll talk more about it as we go along. Now let's welcome out pretty Miss Norma Jean. This is a beautiful song you've got picked
This
out.
has been one of my favorite songs for many years, really. I've sung it quite a few times and haven't done it in a long time, so we'd like to feature it tonight.
And it's one that Mel wrote,
Right.
titled
So soon. You promised love that never would end, but now you're gone and my heartaches begin. You say that I'm no more than a friend. My darling, have you forgotten so soon the sweet love we knew fell by the way, and the tears from my eyes fall day after day. There once was a time our love was carefree and gay. Oh, darling, have you forgotten so soon? The sweet love we knew just fell by the way, and the tears from my eyes fall day after day. There once was a time our love was carefree and gay. Oh, darling, have you forgotten so soon?
Great job, Norma. Come back just a minute. That's a beautiful job.
Thank
Mel
you.
has written so many beautiful, great songs. I wish we could do all of them. You have a new, or it's not a new record, but you have a record out that's a big hit all over the country with
Yeah.
Bobby Bear and Liz Anderson. And I wonder if we could get you to possibly do it for us on the
Well,
show.
we've been wanting to try to do the song, but of course Bobby and Liz aren't here today, and I've got some substitutions here, though. I
You
think you're going to
certainly
enjoy. George McCormick back here is going to do the part of the husband, which is a hard part.
Oh,
too.
boy.
And we have another young lady here that's going to do the part of the other woman. So if we can get her to come out now, we'll try to do the song. Hello there,
You all ready? Every triangle has three sides.
There's the wife's side.
And the husband.
And my side too.
What's the difference? Who's to blame? Everybody suffers the same. For the game of triangle is a heartbreaking game.
I tried to be a good wife and keep a nice home.
On my job I had to travel. I was always alone. It's because I was so lonely that I asked her for a date.
And when I found out he was married, it was already much, much too late.
Every triangle has three sides.
There's the wife's side.
And the husband.
And my side too.
I hate to break our home up, but I just got to be free.
But I still love you, darling. What's to become of me? A woman who steals husbands will end up ruining your life.
But no woman steals a husband if he's happy with his wife.
Every triangle has three sides.
There's the wife's side.
And the husband.
And my side too.
What's the difference? Who's to blame? Everybody suffers the same. For the game of triangle is a heartbreaking game. Yes, the game of triangle is a heartbreaking game.
We'll be back in a minute, I think. Stay tuned.
All right. We stand corrected. It's called Country Place, and you'll find it only on the Outlaw Music Channel.
Thank you very much for watching that good message. It's my pleasure right now to introduce a real artist, I'll tell you. This guy has the looks comparable of that of Richard Burton. He has charm of that comparable of Elizabeth Taylor. Oh. Well, I think you'll see what I mean when I introduce, ladies and gentlemen, Speck Rose.
Hello, Speck. Thank you, Mr. Donhauser.
You're looking well
Well,
today.
I'm a feeling well. We really got us a guest star today, ain't we?
Boy, we certainly have. Mel
That's
Tillis is
great.
fine. Had a long list of hits, and he's a very fine singer,
He's
too.
a big songwriter, and he's got a good singer, too.
He has a little bit of speech impairment, though.
Yeah, he does. He stutters a little bit when he's talking.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
know?
understand he's going to school for that. Aren't you going to the same school?
Me and him going to the same. We're going to a speech school.
Is that right?
Yeah, he told me the other day. He says, Speck, he said, this here English, the language is the craziest language I ever heard of.
Is that right?
Yeah. He said, now you just take a, for instance, says you go out with a girl, see, and she's beautiful, and you look at her, and you just look at her, and she's so pretty, and say, honey, when I look into your face, time stands still. You're so pretty.
Is that right?
And she says she'll just really love you for it.
love him for saying
Yeah.
time.
But he said, on the other hand, he said, you just look at her and say, honey, your face would stop a clock.
Oh, get out of here. You're too. Won't you sing us a song, Speck?
Huh?
Sing us a song.
I'll
will
do
you?
it. Now, Bell didn't write this. This is before his time. I like mountain music. I like mountain music. Good old mountain music. Played by a real hillbilly band. Give me rural rhythm. Let me sway right with them. I think the melodies are grand. I've heard Hawaiians play in the land of witchy whack. But I must say, hey, think the turkey and the strawberry cracky. I like mountain music, good old mountain music, played by a real hillbilly band. I've heard Hawaiians play in the land of witchy whack. But I must say, hey, think the turkey and the strawberry cracky. I like mountain music, good old mountain music, played by a real hillbilly band. Mountain music.
Fine job, Speck. Folks, if you would like to have a picture of Speck and all the gang that you see here each week on the Porter Wagoner Show, and a lot of snapshots taken in the studio and some of the songs you've requested most, very easy to get one. Just drop 50 cents into an envelope, and send it to Porter Wagoner, Box 404, Nashville, Tennessee, and we'll send you one right back. Be sure and put your zip code on it and write your name very clearly so we'll be sure and get it back to the right person. In the many times that Mel and I have been different places, traveling on the road, fishing, and different places, why, I believe this song is his favorite. Each time we've been somewhere, he's always sang it. So our hymn for today, one dedicated especially to all of the mothers listening to our show, Beautiful Wings. Beautiful wings, mother must wear. I know she's an angel somewhere up above. Great white wings, with a halo so fair. I know she's in heaven, dear mother's sweet love. Precious memories in each sunset. We missed her the most around supper time. She'd call for the blessing, we'd each say a line. Oh, those memories that she left behind. Beautiful wings, mother must wear. I know she's an angel somewhere up above. Great white wings, with a halo so fair. I know she's in heaven, dear mother's sweet love.
Tails out of luck. Willie and his compadres battled the law. Life for the townfolk unfolds as usual. Music, fun, the occasional brawl, and this week's special guests, Merle Haggard and Randall Tex Cobb. 10 a.m. and 8 p.m. Saturdays. Tails out of luck. Nothing beats
Know that you're proud of, because it's been a real big hit record. And the old saying, it couldn't happen to a nicer guy. You just great. All these guys love you and love to work with you. And how about doing the big hit for us called Stateside?
Well, the Japanese moon is bright tonight, and Tokyo is full of life. Busy people everywhere, but busy people just don't care. I wanna go stateside, oh Lord. I wanna go stateside, in and out the honky tonk, but nothing there I really want. Sit a while, then look around, get up and leave, then I walk to town. I wanna go stateside, oh Lord. I wanna you girls don't understand the lonely life of a serviceman when his heart is far away. To a girl in the USA, I wanna go stateside. Oh Lord, I wanna go stateside. I've heard say a man don't cry, but I can't keep my blue eyes dry. Been over here about 2 years. I know I've cried a million tears. I wanna go stateside. Oh Lord, I wanna go stateside. I wanna go stateside.
Thank you. Thank you, George. Good job, man.
Thank you, George.
George McCormick helping Mel out. What is one of the biggest songs that you've ever written, Tilly?
Detroit City.
Detroit City. Sing a little of it first, will you?
Last night I went to sleep in Detroit City, and I dreamed about those cotton fields and home. I dreamed about my mother, dear old papa, sister, and brother, and I dreamed about the girl that's been waiting for so long. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. Oh Lord, I wanna go home.
Mel, thank you, man. It's a real pleasure.
Come back to see me.
All right. Folks, we got to go to the house. We could go on singing Mel Tillis songs for an hour or more. We'll see you next week. If you had a good time, invite us back. Be careful. See you next week. Bye now.
This has been the Porter Wagoner Show in color. A half hour of good country music and fun brought to you from the home of the Grand Ole Opry. Be sure to tune in same time next week.